were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Another senior, and 24, Liv Nelson, a senior. All seniors for their starting lineup tonight. Their coaches, Trevor Jones, Tyson Daniels, Joe Miller, Allison Eliason, and Dave Anderson. And now, starting for your Bear Lake Bears. Number 1, a senior, Cortland Skinner. Number 4, a junior, Brooke Bamey. Number 13, a senior, Desiree Alleman. She wears number 24. She's a senior. Her name's Peyton Crockett. And number 32, Hallie Wells, a junior. That's your starting lineup for the Bear Lake tonight. Head coach Ken Wells, Sean Lloyd, and Josie Voris, the assistant coaches. And these two teams met just a week ago over in Malad, and it was a battle.
It was a battle. 9-point victory for the Dragons last Thursday night. And here we go. We are audio only to start this one. If you're joining us on the SVI Sports Network, as Lisa already mentioned, we'll get the new camera here as quick as we can, but we're ready for a jump ball. It will be Wells controlling the tip to Crockett. Ball still on the floor, and Haycock is going to come up with it for the Dragons. And the Dragons working around the perimeter. Keach going to go around the screen, picked up by Bamey. Dribble into the corner, looks inside, and it goes to Nelson. Now back to Keach. Keach to Haycock. Haycock over in the corner. Long 2 on the way is no good. Rebound knocked away by Alleman, but she can't control it. It's out of bounds. That was Miller on the shot. With 7:34 left in the first period, Malad will maintain possession. Haycock up top to Keach. to Miller. She's looking inside, nothing there. Goes back up top. Keach with it. Now to Miller. Lobs inside, knocked away temporarily. And then a travel called. Brindley Jones ended up with the loose ball. She took a step back to try to find some space and is called for the travel. Turnover by the Dragons. 0-0 ball game still. Bears first possession of the night as Bamey will bring the ball into the front court. She'll go to Skinner. Skinner on the corner to Alleman. Alleman looking inside to Wells. Instead back up top to Skinner. Now to Bamey on the opposite elbow. Cross court to Skinner. Skinner on the foul line to Wells, and she's fouled.
Keach going to pick up her first foul of the night. That's also the first team foul.
1 minute into the game, 0-0 score on your Burdick Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Allman will lob it into Crockett out on the foul line. Crockett will hand to Skinner. The Bears set the offense to Bamey on the elbow. In the corner to Allman. Allman shoots the three. Yes, it goes. There's a Phillips 66 USA three-point make. The Bears' first shot of the night is good, and it's Desiree Allman getting the bucket. Haycock is double teamed. The ball's taken away. Skinner on the steal. Haycock knocks away from her, but it back to Bamey. Bamey up top to Skinner. Skinner to Wells. Wells cross court to Crockett. Crockett shot is up, partially blocked, I think. The rebound is going to go to Wells. She's too far underneath and hits the bottom of the backboard on her putback attempt. Haycock will bring it the other way. And now Haycock and Keach playing catch with it. Keach with it on the elbow. She'll come around the Haycock screen back to the top of the key to Jones. Jones in the corner to Miller. Miller back up top. Knocked away by Bamey. She's going to pick it up in the backcourt. Bamey has her shot blocked by Haycock. Rebound to Skinner. Now Bamey with it on three-point range. Cross-court Skinner. Open. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound to Wells. Wells double teamed on the baseline. She'll kick it back out to Skinner. Skinner to Bamey. Bamey to Allman. Allman drives baseline. Bounce pass to Crockett. Crockett back to Skinner. Now to Bamey up top. Wells on the foul line. Turn around. Kick it to Bamey in the corner to Allman. Allman to Wells. Ball's knocked away, but Wells is going to get it back. She drives, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. She'll shoot a pair from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That foul goes on Haycock. That will be her first.
And Southeast Idaho Steel, get a hold of them if you have a somebody that needs a steel sign for Christmas. Wells with the first one is a miss. Second one is good. So it's 4-0 Bear Lake. Alleman with the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot. Wells with the Southeast Idaho Steel foul shot. Nelson will get it to Keach. And now Malad will set the offense. Keach drives. It's knocked away by Bamey. It's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. And Bears will get the possession on the alternate possession. Great play there by Bamey to knock it away. And then the hustle play by Crockett to go to the floor and end up with the jump ball. Wells will inbound. She goes to Bamey. Bamey gets it in the front court to Alleman down the lane. And a foul on the Dragons.
That foul goes on Haycock. That'll be her second, too, really quick. She's going to come out of the game and be replaced by number 12, who is
Peyton Ward. So Ward into the game. Bamey bounce pass inside to Wells, outside to Skinner. Now to Bamey. Foul line to Wells, to Crockett. Skinner, three-point shot on the way. Yes! There's the Phillips 66 USA three-point make, and the Bears are up 7-0. Keach gets it to Miller, to Jones, baseline, and she is going to be fouled as she tries to drive baseline. With 4:53 left in the first period, it is 7-0. Bears in the lead. That foul goes on Peyton Crockett first on the Bears. Jones to Keach. Keach going to drive, be cut off, blocked by Crockett. Loose balls taken down by Bamey. And then she finally gets it over to Alleman. Alleman's going to go quickly up ahead to Skinner. Skinner lobs to Wells and up and in.
nice.
9-0 Bears timeout. Taken by Coach Trevor Jones as the Bears on a roll, starting this one off 9-0. And it's a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
Coming out the timeout, the Keach attempted a three-point shot for the Dragons. It was no good. Bears with a rebound by Hallie Wells, quickly down the court, and a shot was taken by Peyton Crockett, no good, and the rebound went out of bounds to the Dragons. So we're still at 9-0, 4:09 left. It's going to be Malad ball in the backcourt. Bamey putting pressure on Keach, and Ward is going to help Keach get it in the front court. And then Wells takes it away to Skinner, back to Wells. Wells all the way on up and good. Layup's good. The lead is now 11-0 for the Bears. Keach with it in the front court. She's going to be cut off by Skinner. And Skinner gets called for the foul.
That'll be her first.
As Keach tried to drive the sideline. And yes, if you're recognizing the name Keach, that is the granddaughter of Debbie Keach, the retired middle school teacher, Debbie Keach. Ward will inbound right in front of the Bear Lake bench. And ball's knocked away by Bamey, but Keach will get it back. She's going to drive. She gets it to Nelson. Nelson will hand it back to Keach. Keach drives. Layup is short. No good. Rebound to Wells. Wells will bring the ball into the front court and then kick it to Skinner. Skinner for three. Yes.
She's hot tonight.
14-0. Skinner with her second. Phillips 66 USAVE 3-point shot. We're 3:26 left in the first quarter. The Dragons have yet to score. It's 14-0. Keach going to drive baseline, be cut off there. She'll come back out to Van Bieber, who's checked in. Now to Jones. Ward all the way down the baseline. She finally gets one to go, and the Dragons are on the board at 14-2. 3:04 left in the first period. Bears lead it by a dozen. Bamey with the ball at the midcourt circle, gets it to Wells. Dribble handoff to Humphreys, who's in the game. Handoff to Skinner, back to Wells. Wells to Bamey. Bamey to Skinner. Another three-point shot on the way. This one's short. Rebound to Keach. Skinner 2 for 4 for 3 in the game. And with 2:38 left in the first, Bears up by a dozen at 14-2 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Jones lobs it inside to Van Bieber. Her shot up and no good. Rebound to Wells. Wells quickly up ahead to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. Wells down the lane. Up, no good. Blocked by Jones, out of bounds off of Bear Lake. It will be Malad basketball. A lot of contact on both ends of the court. They're letting them play tonight. And with 2:14 left in the first period, Walker checks in. Now Walker, Hunter, and Humphreys are out there with Bamey and Wells. Ball goes to Ward. Ward shot, no good. Rebound to Wells for the Bears. So Hallie Wells with another rebound. Humphreys to Bamey. Bamey in the corner to Walker. Walker back to Bamey. The Bears will set the offense as we're under 2 minutes left to go in the first period. Wells, dribble handoff to Humphreys. Humphreys across the top will give it to Walker. Walker wide open. She'll go to Bamey. Bamey in the corner to Humphreys. Humphreys thinks about the three. She goes to Bamey. And that's a shot clock violation. Bears were unaware. And Coach Wells thinks that was a short shot clock, but it's a turnover with 1:38 left. Keach will dribble in the backcourt and get it to Jones. Jones drives baseline. She's cut off, and the ball's taken away by Bamey. She gets ahead to Humphreys. Humphreys up with it. No good. Rebound They're going to call rebound foul on Bear Lake. Hunter got the rebound in the putback, but they said she fouled on getting the rebound. Pelto will now replace Bamey. So third team foul of the quarter. And we're getting the new camera hooked up, the new old camera hooked up. Hopefully we'll have video here soon. Keach is going to drive, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to line. She'll shoot a pair. That foul's going to go on Abby Humphreys. That is her fourth team foul. Keach, first foul shot is good. After Bears started the game 14-0, it's now a 3-0 run for Malad, but the Bears still up by 11 with 1:15 left in the first. Keach will have one more from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, and she misses it. The rebound is out of bounds off of Bear Lake. Hunter was knocked to the floor and fumbled it out of bounds as she went to the floor. So Keach made the foul shot and a chance for the backwards 3-point play, make it, almost a 4-point play. The 3-point shot was missed by Jones. Humphreys with the rebound quickly into the front court with it all the way to the hoop. Nobody stopped her. So she just said, okay, I'll hit the layup.
Yeah, that was a great move by her.
And she got the rebound, went all the way the other way, and nobody stopped her. So she just kept going to the hoop and got the layup to go. Nelson gets that one to go from the foul line. I think she looked to pass. The pass wasn't there. So she shot it, and it went in from the foul line. Humphreys now to Wells at the foul line. Wells kicks it out to Walker. Walker for three. Yes! Brindley Walker with the Build 66 U-Save 3-point shot. And the Bear Lake leads back to 14. That ties their big lead of the game. And nice pass to Keach, and the layup is good. They broke the pressure and get the bucket. And it's 19-7 now. Walker with it. She's going to drive. And her shot is partially blocked by Nelson. Rebound to Jones. And with 10 seconds left, Ward quickly in the front court all the way to the hoop, up and in. So the lead is down to 10, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The Bears lead it after one by a score of 19-9, and we got video back. We'll be back with the second quarter. We'll take a 30-second break right here on the SVI Sports Network.
Nice job, Martin. Looking good. Oh, it's the funny car guy.
Hey, you got Napa know-how too, huh? Yep.
Well, Martin does go 200 miles an hour. Ron breaks 300 in 4 seconds. Yeah, in a straight line. That's real hard. You drive in a circle. You don't even steer. Look at me.
Hey, you
I
two.
turn left.
Don't make me go get my can.
Your can's old.
Quiet! Matlock's on!
That's Daryl's can.
Boogity, boogity!
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Kind of chaotic start to this one as we had all kinds of technical difficulties at the station in Afton. Here we got a new camera because the other one was having some issues, and the new camera wouldn't talk to the computer. So Ray ran out to the radio station, got back just in time, got the old camera hooked back up. So we're back on the air as the Bears lead it over the Dragons by a score of 19-9. As there's a quick foul to start the second period, and that foul's going to go on Bamey. I believe that's her team first of the quarter. They reset at the quarters now in high school basketball. Keach out there with Nelson, Miller, Jones, and Ward. Haycock on the bench with those two fouls. Keach with the ball. Then she drives across the top, back out to Ward. Ward gets it to Nelson. Nelson foul line jumper, no good. Rebound's going to go to Jones, and she'll be fouled. So Jones with the rebound, she draws the foul. It's going to go on Desiree Alleman. So the shot attempt by Nelson was no good, but the rebound by Jones, and the new possession for the Dragons. Nelson gets it to Keach. Keach will dribble to the top and set the offense. Now she goes to Jones. Jones inside to Nelson. Nelson looking for some help, and she's going to go to Keach. Nice pass. Keach all alone, but she too hard off the backboard, and the rebound goes to Crockett. Jump ball. It'll stay Bear Lake ball on the alternate possession. Hunter will take a seat. And coming back in for her will be Hallie Wells as the Bears lead at 19-9. Big lead of the game for the Bears has been 14. They had that lead at 14-0. The inbound pass knocked out of bounds by Miller. It'll still stay Bear Lake basketball. Wells lobs it into Bamey. Bamey quickly in the front court down to Allman. Allman's pass to Crockett is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. Miller with a nice recovery. It would have been an easy layup there by Crockett if Miller doesn't recover and get the deflection there. Allman will inbound baseline. She's going to get it into Wells. Wells drives, shoots, and misses. Rebound. They're going to call Crockett on a rebound foul.
That will be her second.
So 3 quick fouls in the first 48 seconds of this second quarter called on the Bear Lake Bears. None yet called on Malad. Nobody has scored yet in the quarter. It's still 19-9. Bears with a 10-point lead. Nelson has the ball. Nick knocked away and taken away by Hallie Wells. Wells will go to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. Wells now pass to Allman, but Allman's going to have to bring it back out as she was too far under the hoop. She shoots now and misses. Nelson with the rebound. That one just rolled off the rim. Good looking shot from about 8 feet on the baseline. Keach to Ward on the baseline. She's going to lob it to Nelson. Nelson trying to get it inside to Jones. Instead, we'll go back to Ward. Ward with a 3-point shot. In and out. Rebound to Keach. Keach goes to Miller. Miller outside to Jones. Jones looking to Nelson. She's knocked away from her by Crockett, but it goes back to Jones, who will shoot the 3. It's no good. Hallie Wells with the rebound this time. Quickly up ahead to Bamey in the front court. Bamey to Wells down the lane. Wells with a nice move to the hoop. Up, no good. And the rebound goes to Ward. So the Bears have gone cold, but they still lead it by 10 at 19-9 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Keach down the lane, shot up and no good. Rebound is going to go to Miller. Now to Keach again, and they call that a 2. Keach makes the long 2-point shot, and the score goes to 19-11. Bears' 14-point lead is down to just 8. Allman with it, bounce pass inside to Wells. Wells turnaround jumper is good. Hallie Wells with a nice move. So the Bears lead at 21-11. Wells is going to knock that one away, and Skinner's going to get it. So the Bears with the steal. Crockett in the front court with it up top. Skinner goes to Wells. Wells baseline, kicks in the corner. Bamey drive, shoots. Runner is good. Bamey with a nice move. And the Bears lead is back to a dozen at 23-11 with 5:10 left in this first half. Ward with the quick 3 on the way. It's good. Kind of looked like she was off balance, but it went. That's the first Phil 66 U-Save 3-point make of the night, and it cuts the lead back to 9 for the Bears. Allman with it in 3-point range. She'll go back up top to Bamey. Bamey will look to Coach Wells for a play call. Keach will come out and play some defense on her. And now it goes to Allman. Allman up top to Skinner. Skinner is going to drive. She's cut off and fouled. That foul is going to go on Miller. That's her her first. That's what I had was 1. 30-second timeout taken by the Malad Dragons. We'll take it right here on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support Western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
Your home for the Bear Lake Bears. This is SVI 4 and The Wave, all part of the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Bears have all 5 starters on the court at the timeout. Van Bieber and Haycock check back in for the Dragons. Skinner to Wells. Wells will kick it to Bamey. Bamey for 3. No good. Long rebound in the corner is going to go out of bounds. It'll be Malad basketball. Bamey shot just a little bit long, hit the rim and misses. So a missed 3-point shot there for Bamey. Keach out near midcourt goes to Haycock. Haycock sat for most of the first quarter with those 2 fouls that she picked up quickly. Ward with it. She's going to come back up top to Keach. Keach dribbles to the top between the circles, setting the offense. Looking inside, nothing there, so she'll go to Miller. Miller will come back up top between the circles. She's going to drive now to Keach. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Keach is going to drive. Her shot's blocked by Wells. Rebound to Alleman. Now quickly to Wells. Wells has the ball knocked away and taken away. Miller with the steal. Quick outlet to Keach. Keach is going to have the ball knocked away from her, but they're going to call a foul.
That's going to go on Alleman, her second.
And Hunter going to come in off the bench, replacing Crockett. And then checking in the game for the Dragons is, I believe, Jones coming back in. Keach will go to Miller, inside to Van Bieber. Her shot's no good. Rebound goes to Bamey. Quick outlet to Skinner. Skinner will go back to Bamey. And the Bears will slow down the offense. Up top, Alleman to Wells on the foul line. Wells being harassed, and ball's knocked away from her. And Miller's going to come up with it. She loses it now. She'll go back to Haycock. Haycock dribbling baseline. She's cut off. She'll have to come back outside to Miller. Miller lobs it into Jones. Jones is blocked out of bounds. And they say the ball was not touched. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. And the Malad fans and coaches wanted a foul on that. And the official says, no, there was no contact. She just lost the ball out of bounds. So it'll be Bear Lake basketball. Skinner in the corner to Wells. Wells cross court to Alleman. Alleman in the corner. Bamey. Bamey is going to lob cross court Skinner. Skinner baseline Wells. And she is fouled. No shot, but she will. Oh, they'll have the ball baseline. They're going to say it was before the shot.
That goes on Van Bieber, her first.
So with 2:46 left in the first half, it's 23-14. Bears up by 9.
Humphreys replacing Alleman on the floor for the Bears.
Lots of scoring early in the game, not so much scoring in this second quarter as Humphreys' pass comes into Wells. Wells will dribble, stop, kick. Skinner, 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound is going to be taken by Haycock eventually. And Haycock will bring the ball into the front court for the Dragons. Haycock dribbles, hands off to Keach. Keach dribbles down the lane. Her shot is up, no good.
It's going to be a foul on Wells.
And that's one where Wells, if she doesn't swing down, if she just keeps her arms in the air, she probably doesn't get a foul call.
Yeah.
And Keach was counting on the contact and gets herself to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And her foul shot is long and no good. So the score remains 23-14. Bears have led by as many as 14 at 14-0. Malad cut it to 8. Bears pushed it back to 14. And now Malad has cut it back to 8 again. The second foul shot by Keach is good.
Walker coming in for Skinner.
23-15 is your score. Bamey with the ball in the backcourt. Some 1-2-2 zone. She gets it to Walker. Walker in the corner to Hunter. Hunter goes inside to Wells. Wells out to Walker. Cross court Bamey on the elbow. Bamey in the corner to Humphreys. Up top, Walker wide open. 3 on the way. Yes. There's another Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point make. And just like that, the Bears lead is back to 11 at 26-15. That's 2 Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point makes by Brynlee Walker in the game. Haycock in the corner to Jones. Jones back to Haycock. Haycock will try to answer from 3. No good. Long. Rebound goes to Wells. And she'll get it to Humphreys. Humphreys to Bamey. And the Bears will set the offense. They'll go to Walker. Now to Wells. Wells drives, shoots, scores. Nice move there by Wells. 28-15. Lead back to 13 with 1:25 left in the first half. Keach will look for the cutter. And she'll hand it to Miller. Miller's going to lob it inside to Van Bieber. Too hard off the backboard and no good. Walker fights for the rebound. She was going to travel, so she just had to let it go. And Haycock picks it up and makes the layup. Walker now to Bamey. So 28-17, lead is 11. Walker with it in the front court. She goes to Hunter. Hunter gets it to Wells. Wells is fouled, and that's going to be a big one right there.
It's Haycock's third. She knew it too. She was not happy with herself on that one.
She grabbed her head as soon as she did it.
Yeah.
She's like, that's when I probably should have let her have the layup. Wells to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, and it is good. Hits every part of the rim and the backboard before falling in.
Haycock's going to have to go to the bench with that third foul. Number 12, Ward, will replace her. Also coming in, Liv Nelson for Miller.
And Pelto replaced Bamey for the Bear Lake Bears. 56.7 seconds left in the half. Bears lead by a dozen at 29-17. They have led every step of the way in this game, is by as many as 14. And currently, it ran in and out, so still going to be 12. The rebound went to Van Bieber. Here comes Keach. And she'll go to Ward. Ward across the top between the circles. She's cut off there, looking for some help. She'll get it to Nelson. Nelson back to Ward. 13-second shot clock. Ward down the lane, shoots, no good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds. It'll stay Malad basketball. They can work for last shot now if they want to. With only 27.8 seconds left on the game clock, there will be no shot clock. It comes into Jones. She goes back into Nelson. Nelson looking for something, nothing there. She'll spin it to Keach. Keach will drive baseline and throw it back out top. Jones will shoot the three. Yes. Jones with the Phillips 66 U-Save three-point shot. Bears will have a chance for one more. Pelto with it. They'll get it to Wells. Wells up. No good, and that's going to do it as Jones gets the rebound, but she won't get a shot off. It's a 9-point Bear Lake lead as we go to halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute break. Let us catch our breath. Let us get the stats ready as close as we can. They won't be 100% accurate, but we'll let you know what they are in 2 minutes on the SVI Sports Network.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, safety is our top priority, not just for our employees, but for their families too. Our commitment extends beyond the workplace as we proudly support and contribute to the local community in meaningful ways. We're more than just a mine. We're a pillar of strength for those who live here. Discover how we make a difference at Simplot.com. Join us in fostering a safer, stronger community. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Go here, go there, go anywhere with Phillips 66.
Live to the full with U-Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Find local scores from around the region after the game at SVInews.com. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome back. It's halftime at Bear Lake High School. The Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard shows the Bear Lake Bears up by a score of 29-20. Bears started off 14-0, and then since then it's been more of a back and forth game. But the Dragons spotted the Bears a 14-point lead, and it was only with 3 minutes left in the first quarter before Malad got their first made bucket. Lisa's got some stats for us. They're going to be close-ish to accurate. About the only thing we're not going to have shooting percentages exactly right. So for a couple minutes, we weren't getting missed shots and rebounds recorded, but we'll get you the scores.
It's
as
kind of
close
to
as-
do play-by-play and the stat, and I had to hand the stat thing to him so I could take care of a problem.
Yeah, she was getting the radio station online, so those of you listening on the radio could hear it. So
Yeah.
we'll do the best we can. Go for it. Give us the stats. Who's done the scoring? First of all, from the visitors from Malad.
All right, Keach is leading the way with 8 points, followed by Ward. She has 5. Jones with 3, Haycock with 2, and Nelson with 2. According to our stats, again, these are very unofficial. 44% overall shooting, 6 out of 13 from the 2-point range. It's 46%, 2 out of 5 from the 3-point, 40%, and 2 for 3, 66% from the foul line. They have 10 total rebounds, 2 steals as a team. Haycock, the only one that's in foul trouble, and that's huge. She's kind of the driving force of this team. That senior leadership is big, and anyway,
She picked up 2 fouls already in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Sat for most of it in the first half of the second quarter, and then just about a minute before halftime picked up foul number 3. So that's going to be a storyline to watch in the second half.
Right.
They're a different team with Haycock out there.
Right. And I will say she's a smart player. We've been watching her play for a couple of years.
Both in basketball and in volleyball.
Yeah, and she is a very she's a great athlete. So, 3 fouls, but she very likely could come out and play the rest of the game and not get a single foul. She's very smart and very, very good ball player. All right, for the Bear Lake Bears, leading the way, Wells with 10 points, followed by 6 for Skinner, 6 for Walker, 3 for Alleman, 2 for Bamey, 2 for Humphreys. That's their 29 points in the first half. 47% overall shooting, again, very unofficial. I've got them for 42% from the 2-point range, 6 out of 14, 5 out of 9, 55% from the 3-point range.
And I do
better than last night.
And I do think that's accurate. I don't think the Bears had a missed 3 in that time when I was taking the stats.
They did have one, and I got it before I handed you the thing. So, and then they're 50%. They're 2 out of 4 from the foul line. They have 14 rebounds. They have 4 steals collectively as a team. Looking really good. 2 offensive and 12 defensive rebounds for the Bears. Again, nobody really in too bad of foul trouble. Crockett has 2. Alleman has 2. They're both going to want to be careful because they're big out there. They're the bigs that help protect the inside. And so
they're the paint protectors on defense for sure.
Skinner with 1 foul, Bamey has 1, and Wells has 1. So overall, doing okay.
Hallie Wells having herself an exceptional game.
Yes.
You said 12 points already?
She has 10 points. I have her for 4 rebounds. She's got a steal. I know she's got an assist, but it didn't get recorded. But I did see her pass the ball to somebody who scored. Anyway, Bear Lake outscored the Dragons 19-9 in the first quarter. The Dragons outscored the Bears 11-10 in the second quarter. At halftime, the Bears lead this one 29-20. We told you this one was going to be a good game.
Yeah, the 14 points the Bears scored early on has been the difference, as the Bears scored the first 14 points of the game, and since then it's been fairly even.
Yeah, and I expect it to stay that way.
Yeah, this is similar scores, similar point differential as it was at halftime in Malad, just with the opposite team in the lead. Malad led by about 10 points over there at halftime, and Bears lead by 9 here in Bear Lake at halftime. And it's been the Bears defense only giving up 20 first half points. And so the Bears going to be happy with that. Only 9 points in that first quarter. So good results in the first half for the Bear Lake Bears. Just to update you on what else is going on. The wrestling team, I saw them walk back in. They've been in Kemmer today at a tournament, and they're headed back there first thing in the morning. I think the bus leaves around 6 a.m. to go back to Kemmer to finish that wrestling tournament. And so good luck to the wrestlers. They've had a busy weekend, and after tomorrow, I should say, they are off until January 3rd. And it's the Trado Memorial Tournament here in Bear Lake on January 3rd. So they'll have a couple weeks without matches, but they have 3 days in a row as they wrestled last night at Rich, and today they've been in Kemmer. The boys basketball team is in the Green River Rock Springs area at the Flaming Gorge Classic. They took on Rock Springs last night and lost that game. And then they took on Thermopolis this afternoon, and Thermopolis got the big win over the Bears. The Bears have an early morning tomorrow. The schedule I have says 9, but I saw a schedule today that it may have been even moved up till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Wow.
The Bears play Glen Rock, and that's an early morning game for the Bears over there in Green River Rock Springs area in that Flaming Gorge Classic they've done for years. We had to make a choice this year, stay home with the girls or go on the road with the boys. The last few years, both teams have been over there in Flaming Gorge. The girls decided not to go this year. And we're here bringing you the girls basketball games, and we'll keep you updated the best we can with the boys. We will have the boys live on the air on Monday night. A holiday classic game going on, and the Bear Lake Bears will be traveling over to Soda Springs to take on the Cardinals. That game is a 7:30 tip-off on the SBI Sports Network, and we'll have that game live for you from Soda Springs as the boys travel over there. So tune in for that on Monday. Tomorrow, we're back right here as the Bear Lake girls will host Firth tomorrow night. There's no C team game against Firth. It's just JV and varsity, and that will start at 6 o'clock for JV and 7:30 for varsity. Let's thank all of our sponsors real quick while we have a second. Our scoreboard brought to you by Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare. You can count on them to care. Visit blmhospital.com.
Our 3-point shot sponsored by USAVE. Phillips 66 Live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure.
And our foul line sponsor is Southeast Idaho Steel.
Thanks to Gunderson Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place located in Montpelier.
Napa Auto Parts, that's Napa know-how.
Northern Title, good deeds done daily. Visit them at northerntitle.net.
Bear Lake Drug, a drugstore, and a great deal more.
Simplot, committed to safety for their Bear Lake Valley employees and their families. Visit simplot.com.
And also Gary H. Tusher CPA, Mountain Valley Dental, that's Stephen D. Hammonds. Lenhart Distributing, Finest Title, Southeast Idaho Steel, our sponsors, and thank you to them. As Keach goes to Jones as we're underway in the second half. Jones in the corner to Ward. Down low, Peyton Crockett knocks it away. She can't quite save it. It goes out of bounds. Does not reset the shot clock, so 22-second shot clock, 7:47 game clock here in the third quarter. Ward starting the second half in place of Haycock, who is on the bench with those 3 fouls. Keach will dribble to the top of the key between the circles. Now she'll drive, kick back out to Ward. Ward to Miller. Miller down low. Jones. Baseline jumper is good. From about 17 feet on the baseline, just inside the 3-point line. Bamey will bring the ball into the front court. She's being pressured there by Jones. She gets it to Crockett. Crockett will come back up top to Bamey. Bamey has the ball knocked away out of bounds. It's off of Miller. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. 7 points is the closest the Dragons have been since 0-0. Basically, the Bears jumped out to a 14-0 lead. And Ladd slowly fighting back into it. Crockett will go back outside to Bamey. Bamey cross court. Skinner drives. Allman baseline back to Skinner. Skinner for 3 off the rim. Bamey with the rebound. Oh, she missed the putback, and the rebound goes out of bounds off the Dragons. It will be Bear Lake basketball. Bamey had a good look there. I think she surprised herself a little bit. And Allman will come into Skinner. Skinner is going to drive and throw it up in traffic. A lot of contact. It's out of bounds. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. I think Skinner was looking to draw the foul there. Didn't get it, but it stays Bear Lake basketball. Allman will come into Bamey. Bamey back to Allman. Allman drives. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound is fought for, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Bamey and Ward fighting for that one. So this has been a long possession for the Bears. They haven't scored yet, but they've had the ball for quite a while. Ladd scored on their first possession. They have to cut it just to a 7-point game. Pass is stolen on the inbounds by Keach, and she brings it in the front court. She dropped back to Ward. Ward goes inside Nelson. Nelson turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Skinner. Skinner, outlet pass to Crockett. Crockett to the hoop and in.
Great control.
Nice play there by Crockett to jump stop and just lay it up over the front of the rim. Jones, she'll stop and shoot the three. No good. Rebound is tipped out to Miller, and that's good. Coach Wells said, hey, we've had a couple calls like that on rebounds go against us, as Skinner to Crockett to Tallman who got to Crockett. Crockett shot just doesn't go. Ward gets it, and Bamey gets the steal. Allman will go to Wells. Wells' shot is blocked, and it's going to be Malad basketball. Lots of contact.
Wow.
Could have been fouled both ways there and no calls. It's just Malad basketball
and
out of bounds.
Malad fans are feeling the same way. Very frustrated.
Yeah, that's why I said both ways.
Yeah.
There's a lot of calls that probably could be whistled, but they're letting them play. Keach with it in the backcourt. She'll now get it across the half court. She'll drive the lane. Bamey cuts her off. She travels with it.
Great defense by Bamey.
Bamey stopped the drive. Keach took an extra step, and the Bears have the ball and the 7-point lead. It's 31-24. Skinner against the backcourt pressure. She'll just dribble into the front court and go to Crockett. Crockett, nice pass to Allman. Allman. Shot is blocked.
Ooh. Okay, here we go.
Keach will bring it the other way. She goes to Ward. Ward is tied up, but the whistle foul.
That one's going to go on Alleman, and that's her third. Haycock's going to come into the game again with her three. She's going to replace Ward, and I'm surprised we're not pulling Alleman there with three.
And Haycock's inbound pass goes over off the back of the backboard. So that's out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake ball. So turnover there by the Dragons. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Wells to inbound. She'll get it into Bamey. Bamey dribbling up court against the pressure. Gets to Crockett, to Wells, to Alleman. Back out to Skinner. Skinner's going to drive. Float up and in. Nice move by Skinner to drive the lane. Get the floater to go. And the Bear Lake lead is back to 9 at 33-24. And then Alleman knocks it away out of bounds. She can't save it as she goes to the floor.
She had the assist on the other end and deflects it out of bounds on the opposite end.
So Haycock gets it into Nelson. Nelson gets it to Jones, but Skinner takes it away. Quickly up ahead to Crockett. Crockett's going to drive the lane. Stop, shoot, score. She done that a couple of times, and the Bear Lake lead is back to 11 at 35-24. They led by 9.5. They lead by 11 here. Haycock to Jones. Jones drives, throws it up and in.
What a move by Jones.
Good defense there. Looked like Bears were in good position. Skinner, cross court to Alleman in the front court. She goes to Wells. Wells, I don't know how there was. Shot was blocked. We'll just say that shot was blocked.
Yeah.
And it's Malad basketball.
Both teams are playing like they know what's at stake here.
35-26, Bears up by 9. 4 minutes left in the quarter. Keach down the lane and gets it to go.
What I mean by that, Malad is undefeated, and Bear Lake is looking to pick up a win against this undefeated team to help their ranking.
And Crockett's shot is no good. Alleman with the rebound to Bamey. Bamey is fouled as she shoots. And they're saying on the floor.
This one goes on Keach, her second.
So was it on the rebound? Was it on the shot?
I don't know.
That was a really late whistle for it not to be on the shot.
Crockett coming to the bench. Hunter in for her.
It's Bear Lake basketball on the baseline. First foul of the second half. Comes into Hunter, and she's fouled. As she goes up, she'll go to line. She'll shoot two from the southeast side Idaho Steel foul line.
That one goes on, did they call that on Jones?
They did.
Okay, her first.
And
Second team foul.
Hunter with the great move to find herself wide open without the foul. That was an easy layup, and the foul shot is good. High off the back of the rim and down and in.
Ward and Van Bieber coming in for Nelson and Miller.
3:40 left in the third period. Bears up by 8. Hunter at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And she goes 2 for 2, and the lead is back to 9, which is what it was at halftime. Pelto up off the bench. She'll check in at the next break. Haycock goes back to Ward. Ward dribbles across the top. She'll go back to Haycock out in three-point range, looking for some help. She goes to Keach. Keach being defended there by Bamey. Keach drives the lane, floats it, gets it to go.
Keach.
She just found that soft spot in the zone. Wells to Bamey in the back court. Now to Skinner in the front court. And Skinner traveled. Yeah, she did. That's a good call.
Yep. All right. Pelto coming into the game, replacing Bamey.
3:14 left in the third period, 7-point Bear Lake lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Haycock with the ball in the backcourt for the Dragons. She'd been defended there by Pelto. And
Skinner with the block.
And the ball is still loose. Scramble for it. It's going to be a jump ball.
Oh, it's so rough.
As Haycock went to pass it, she passed it right into Skinner's hands. The ball ended up rolling around on the floor with about 17 or 18 bodies hitting the floor.
Yeah, Humphreys coming in for Alleman. That's a good move. Alleman with 3 fouls, and it's getting a little rough out there.
Haycock will inbound. She'll go to Keach near half court on the sideline. Pelto goes out and defends her. Keach going to drive. Humphreys cuts her off. Now to Van Bieber. Van Bieber tries to go inside. It's kicked by Hunter. 20-second shot clock is reset to 20 after the kick ball. It'll be Malad basketball baseline. 2:52 left in the quarter. Haycock goes into Van Bieber. Van Bieber out to Ward, into the corner to Haycock. And offensive foul. I think they're trying to set up the three-point shot there by Haycock, and they said Van Bieber cleared her out.
Yeah, that's her second foul.
Third team foul of the period. So they've got 1 foul to give. Wells with it in the backcourt. And she's knocked away by Ward, but she gets it back. She now goes quickly into the front court to Hunter. Hunter down the lane.
Move by
Nice move by Hunter with a hook shot off the backboard and in. Bears lead back to 9 at 39-30. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Keach with it. She'll dribble across the top.
Oh, Skinner just pushed to the floor.
And then the foul on Hunter underneath. Wells had the clean block. And Skinner's wondering how she hit the floor.
He's still over there like, what in the world happened to me? All right, Hunter, that's her first. Second team foul for the Bears.
Van Bieber to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And it's good.
I think the problem is nobody saw what happened, so... All right, Miller going in, replacing Jones.
And Nelson will replace Van Bieber after this foul shot if it's good. 8-point Bear Lake lead at 39-31. And Van Bieber with 1 more from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. It's no good. Rebound to Wells. Wells to Skinner. Skinner back to Wells. Wells gets it in the front court to Pelto. Pelto to Humphreys. Humphreys lobs it to Hunter. And Hunter steps out of bounds.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too tall of a pass. It was a good look, but a little bit too tall for her.
Nelson replacing Van Bieber. Skinner coming out of the game for the Bears, being replaced by Walker.
Walker has a couple of Phillips 66 saved 3-point shots in this game. As Keach is going to go down the lane, scoop it up, and no good. Rebound. It's taken down by Wells. And she'll just bring the ball into the front court and gets it to eventually to Walker. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Wells gets the rebound. Putback is good. Holly Wells with the putback. And Coach Jones wanted a foul, and I can't really argue with him too much. I thought Wells pushed off, but it makes it a 10-point lead for the Bears. Ward with it. She goes inside to Nelson. Nelson looking for some help. She'll go back out to Ward. Sorry. Ward dribbles into a long two. She's made a couple of those tonight, and it's an 8-point game. Wells up ahead to Hunter. Hunter to Humphreys. Humphreys is fouled as she goes up. She'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
It's going to go on Nelson. That will be her first. 4th team foul for the Dragons.
So Abby Humphreys at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She'll have 2 shots. First one is good. Pushes the Bear Lake lead back to 9. That's what it was after 3.
Baming Crockett in the game for Wells, and was that Pelto that came out? Yeah.
Sorry, after 2. At halftime, it was a 9-point lead. And now it stays a 9-point lead as Keach will get the rebound. Humphreys goes 1 for 2. Ward with it in the front court, back to Keach. Haycock on the foul line extended, back out to Keach. Keach directing some traffic. And she's going to go to Miller, top of the key. She was looking inside for Nelson, wasn't there. Backs out to center court circle, 10-second shot clock. Miller to Nelson. Nelson.
5 on the shot clock.
Goes to Keach. Keach.
3, 2.
Miller gets it off and no good. Rebound to Humphreys. Oh, when Humphreys tried to get the pass off, she was knocked to the ground and they called the travel. That was one of those, she went to pass it. There wasn't a pass there. And as she tried to get it away, she's called for the travel. Keach checks out. And Ward, spin move, and fouled. She'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line to try to cut into this 9-point lead.
That one goes on Hunter, and that will be her second. Oh, they're saying third? Third on her. I missed one.
It might have been in the first half when I was keeping stats, I won't deny. Ward's foul shot is no good. So the score remains a 9-point game. 32 seconds left in the third period, 42-33 on the scoreboard. Each team has scored 13 points here in the third quarter. Ward with the second one.
Keach back in for Haycock.
That was just a quick go to the bench, talk to the coach during the foul shots, and come right back in for Keach. Bamey with the ball in the backcourt. Man-to-man pressure. She brings it in the front court. And she goes to Crockett, top of the key. Crockett hands to Humphreys. Humphreys down the lane. Lots of contact. Yeah, they finally called a foul. We'll see which of the 3 of them they call it on.
That's going to go on Nelson, and that will be her second.
That was a nice spin move there by Humphreys to get herself down the lane and her trip to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
That's also the Dragons' 5th foul in this quarter, which is also almost over.
And it's a 9-point game again as Humphreys makes the first. She'll have one more. Southeast Idaho Steel, our foul line sponsor. And Humphreys 2 for 2 on the trip, and the Bears lead is back to 10 at 44-34. Keach with it in the backcourt. 15 seconds left as she gets into the front court. She goes to Nelson, top of the key. Nelson back to Keach. Keach will drive, cut off, back to Nelson. Nelson just inside the 3-point range, no good. Long rebound controlled by Ward. She gets it inside to Jones. Jones' shot is no good. Bamey gets the rebound. And the third quarter will end with the Bears up by 10. And Coach Jones for the Dragons is angry. He wanted to foul there. And he gets in the face of a couple of officials. And we'll take a 30-second break. Come back with the fourth quarter after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Let's get back to the game with Jared and Lisa live on the SVI Sports Network.
44-34 on your Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard after 3 quarters of play. And the Bears will go to the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. And it looks like it's going to be Keach, Haycock, Nelson, Miller, and Jones out there for the Bears. Oh, they called a technical foul. So I did not ever see them call it, but apparently they did call a technical foul on Coach Jones at the end of that quarter. I didn't ever see him signal it, but we're going to start with Hallie Wells at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She misses the first, but she will have one more. So Wells trying to push this back to an 11-point game. Big lead of the game for the Bears has been 14. Malad has never led. The closest they've been since early in the first quarter was 7. So the Bears will take possession after the technical foul. So it cost the Dragons a point and possession because the jump ball the quarter should have started with the ball in the hands of the Dragons. And then Alleman called for a travel. So the Bears do get 1 point out of the technical. And the lead is 11 at 45-34. Keach to Haycock. Haycock back to Keach. She's cut off by Skinner. And now she goes in the elbow up top to Haycock. Corner, Jones, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. And that's a foul. Keach had the rebound. Bamey commits the foul, I believe.
Yep, that's her second.
And Keach gets herself into some great position underneath.
She's a hustler out there.
Ball comes from Haycock to Keach, but it's knocked out of bounds by Skinner. So it will stay Malad basketball. 34-second shot clock, 7:33 game clock here in the fourth quarter. Ball way up top to Jones on the inbound. She'll dribble around the screen and airball the 3-point shot. Good setup there, but Jones, I think, rushed the shot just a little bit and misses it. Be Bear Lake basketball. Bear Lake has the 11-point lead. Ball comes into Skinner. Skinner will go back to Wells. Wells dribbles in the front court to Alleman. Alleman back to Wells, but it's taken away. Jump ball. Nice play there by Miller as Wells turned to try to look for her shot, and Miller reached in and tied her up. 45-34, 7:19 left, and now the officials are having a brief discussion. And I think they're discussing the alternate possession. The alternate possession should have been Malad's at the quarter, but it was Bear Lake's because of the technical foul. So it should have cost them the possession. The officials are going to discuss it. And I think they are going to say that because of the technical foul, that counted as their possession, and then they lost it. But the 3 officials are getting together, and they are going to say Malad basketball. Okay. I wasn't sure on the ruling there.
Yeah.
And that's the way to do it. You get together and you have a talk about it and make sure you get it right. And so Malad will have the basketball after the jump ball. And Keach will go to Jones. Jones looking for somebody to go to. Gets it to Nelson. Nelson back up. Keach straight away from 3. Leaves it just short. Rebound, though, to Miller. Miller back up top to Keach. She'll go to Jones. Jones from the baseline. That one's good from 3. There's a Phillips 66 U-save. 3-point make by Jones. And it's an 8-point game at 45-37. Alleman with it. She'll slow it down, bring it back to Skinner. Now to Alleman on the elbow. Cutter to Skinner. Skinner up and nice pass by Alleman. Nice move by Skinner. The lead back to 10 with 6.5 left to go. Haycock over to Keach. Keach lobs it to Miller. Miller in the corner to Jones. Jones looking inside. She lobs it and it's taken away. Tipped by Crockett in the hands of Wells. Bear Lake Bears with the steal. Bears with the ball. Bears with the 10-point lead. Skinner in the corner. Bamey, 3-pointer on the way. No,
that looked good.
Wells with the rebound. She tries to get it back out to Crockett, and Crockett steals it away from Keach, and the Bears will slow it down. And then away from the ball, apparently a foul on Crockett.
Did they call it on Crockett or Wells?
They called it on Crockett.
Ah, her third.
And I didn't see it happen because it was away from the ball. 10-point game, 6 minutes left. Ward will bring the ball in the front court for the Dragons. And she gets it to Jones. Jones, long 3-pointer on the way, no good. Bamey with the rebound, and then she's fouled by Ward.
That'll be Ward's. I don't even have her in the game. I don't know what I'm doing. That will be Ward's first.
And Wells will get it into Skinner. Skinner back to Wells in the backcourt still. Wells back to Skinner. Bears in the front court. Crockett with it in the corner. She'll go back up top to Skinner. Now to Bamey. And Bamey is fouled. by Keach.
That's her third.
Second team foul is all.
Bamey comes out of the game, being replaced by Pelto.
Ball comes into Pelto on the backcourt. She gets it to Skinner.
Oh,
And Skinner's fouled.
Keach with her fourth. Keach is she's a hustler and she's very aggressive defender. Not dirty, aggressive. There's a difference.
Yeah, she knows her team's down by 10 and they got to have some takeaways to get back in this. And that's what she was trying to do there and reached in and got called for the foul. Skinner with it at the top of the key. Now over to Pelto. Pelto on the elbow, goes to Wells on the foul line. Wells spins down the lane, kicks it back out to Skinner. Skinner down the way, all the way to the hoop, and she's fouled.
Yeah.
She'll go to the foul line. She'll shoot 2 from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
I think that's going to go on Van Bieber. Yep, that will be her third. So they have Haycock on the floor with 3, Van Bieber on the floor with 3. Keach not on the floor right now, but she currently has 4.
And from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, Skinner misses the first. She'll have one more. The Bears lead is 10. Biggest lead of the game for the Bears, again, is 14. The closest that the Dragons have been since the first quarter is 7. And it's going to stay 10. But Wells is going to run down the rebound. She'll get it to Skinner. Skinner to Crockett. Crockett to
full pass. Oh!
And then the shot was missed by Alleman. The putback was missed by Wells, and here come the Dragons with it. Ward is going to be fouled.
Yep. Oh, 2 attempts there, 2 chances. Alleman, I think, just picking up her 4th.
She tried to draw the charge, but instead gets called for the block. It was the right call. She got there a little bit late.
Humphreys will replace Alleman.
And Ward will inbound on the baseline. 5:09 left in the game. The Bears lead is still 10 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard. Ward gets it into Jones. Jones dribbles baseline, goes underneath to Van Bieber. Van Bieber's shot is blocked. Rebound is on the floor, and it's going to be timeout taken by the Dragons with 5 minutes left. It's a 30. We'll be back on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Today's broadcast is owned by SVI Media. Any reproduction or use of this broadcast without permission is strictly prohibited.
The Bears lead it by 10 on the Bear Lake Memorial Healthcare scoreboard, but the Malad Dragons have the basketball with 5 minutes remaining in the game, 27-second shot clock. Ward throws in bounds off of Humphrey's back, gets it back, takes the shot. She misses. Rebound goes to Wells. She's tied up, so it'll be Bears basketball. 4 seconds came off the clock. That was a heads-up play by Ward. It just didn't get the shot to go. Skinner and Wells playing catch within the backcourt. Now Wells will go back to Skinner. Skinner will get it into the front court, and she is knocked out of bounds by Ward.
That'll be Ward's second. And again, they currently with 5 fouls, so Bear Lake will shoot on every foul.
Yeah, the rest of the way, it will send the Bears to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. Bears with a 10-point lead, and Skinner, who's had a pretty good game tonight, can add to it right here. Keach will check back in for the Dragons after this foul shot, which is missed by Skinner.
Keach coming in for Van Bieber.
That's a huge size change.
Yeah.
So the Bears will have an advantage size-wise for the next few minutes if they can take advantage of it. Skinner's second foul shot is good. The lead is back to 11. Ward quickly into the front court. Malad trying to work fast, and Ward goes down the lane. She's tripped up by Bamey.
That's going to be Bamey's
third is what the scoreboard has. It's only the 4th team foul, so no shots yet for Malad, but they will shoot on every foul after this. Haycock will inbound baseline. She's going to lob it in, and Skinner knocks it away to Humphreys, and then that's it. That's going to end the night for Keach. Skinner with the deflection knocks it to Humphreys. Keach, in an attempt to recover the ball, will foul out. And that is big. With 4:39 left, Keach has been their best scorer on the night. She's been their ball handler. She's had a great night, but she will go to the bench for the rest of the night.
12 points for Keach. She is a great ball player. She hustles.
So Nelson will check back in, and Abby Humphreys at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line, where she's been quite a bit tonight. And she gets that one to go, and the lead is back to a dozen for the Bear Lake Bears at 49-37 with 4:39 left in this game. Humphreys toes the line up and in. 2 for 2, and the lead is back to 13. Humphreys is having a good night for the Bears off the bench. Haycock will quickly bring it into the front court. Dribble baseline underneath. Nice pass back to Nelson. Nelson's shot is no good, but she'll go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. So I'll tell you what, that technical foul at the end of the third quarter that was earned by Coach Jones, the whistles got a lot tighter here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. All right, Humphreys picks up her second foul on that.
Nelson misses the foul shot from the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. If you're Malad, you need these points when the clock is stopped if you're going to get back in this game. The Bears lead it by 13. Second shot by Nelson is no good, and Crockett secures the rebound. And Skinner with it in the front court. She'll go to Bamey. Bears will slow down, set the offense. They have time with the big lead. And Ward defending Bamey closely. And then Bamey couldn't quite get stopped as she caught the pass. And
He had a little bit
turnover.
too much momentum.
Just kind of stumbled and lost her footing. 4:15 left. 13-point Bear Lake lead. Miller with it. She's going to lob it across to Haycock. Haycock looking. She'll now dribble. She'll go to Jones. Jones will shoot the three. No good. Rebound to Humphreys for the Bears. Now to Bamey. Bamey will slow it down. And she'll get it in the front court to Skinner. Skinner up top to Wells. Wells lobs it inside to Crockett. Oh, Crockett misses. Rebound goes to Jones, and Crockett fouls her from behind. Just a little bit too much off the backboard for Crockett. That might have been like the nail in the coffin. It would have made the lead 15, which would have been the Bears' biggest lead of the night. But instead, Jones will travel to the other end, the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line.
Crockett picks up her fourth. So after this first shot by Jones, she will be replaced by Alleman,
who also has 4.
Yes.
And I think that's conflict of interest because doesn't
Oh, no, it's Humphreys that's coming out. Crockett's staying in.
Crockett's parents own the Southeast Idaho Steel, so fouling somebody to send them to the foul line, that's just cheating. Jones makes them both, and the lead is 11 at 50-39. Skinner will get it to Bamey in the backcourt. Bamey quickly up ahead to Alleman, down the lane to Wells, but is knocked away. She gets it back, and then she's going to be tied up, jump ball. The alternate possession will go to Malad. So 3:35 left, still time for Malad, but they got to hustle. They got to get stops on defense, and they got to get scores on offense. Haycock. They set up a 3-point shot for Jones, and she leaves it short. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. She's made a couple tonight. She's missed a couple tonight. And they looking to get a quick 3 out of Jones on that one.
What do we got? Blood?
And now they're going to say Jones is going to have to go to the bench
bleeding.
and at least get a Band-Aid on, if not have to sub out.
If you ever wanted to teach someone how to play defense, this would be the game to have them watch.
Yeah, this has been
these two teams are unbelievable.
Hustle, effort.
Yeah.
And they're going to just clean Jones up a little bit, put a Band-Aid on her knee, and she'll stay out there. There's only one player on the bench that is still available at this point. They've got a couple others that have not taken their warm-ups off. I don't know if they could come in or not. And Skinner gets it to Bamey, still in the backcourt. Bamey gets called for the double dribble. So good defense there by Malad to force the turnover. It was about to be a 10-second call anyway.
Yeah.
And I think Bamey knew that, and she was trying to gather to get a pass off and couldn't. Gets called for the double dribble. Lob comes into Nelson, and Nelson is going to come back out to Jones. Jones in the corner to Haycock. Haycock with a hand in her face shoots the three. No good. Wells with the rebound, but it's knocked away from her. Crockett picks it up ahead to Skinner. Crockett to Skinner. And the layup is good, and the lead's back to 13.
Beautiful look by Crockett to see Skinner underneath the basket undefended.
And a nice finish there by Skinner. Ward down the lane.
That was a great move by Ward.
Can't get it to go. Wells is going to, the rebound. Thought Wells had it, but Ward takes away from her on the ground, then gets a quick timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm John Pym, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, DO. Interacting with wonderful people every day, being able to maybe make a small impact in their lives for good. I don't think that life gets any better than that. I am really excited to be here practicing in Bear Lake and be a good source for you and your family to take care of your healthcare needs.
My name is Benjamin Bozen. I am a family medicine physician. I really enjoy providing care to the whole family, from newborns to elderly care. I like athletes and sports medicine, and then I also do osteopathic manipulative therapy, which is a hands-on treatment. My ultimate goal is to be your advocate and to help you have the best life that you can have, to help you achieve your goals.
This is live coverage of local high school sports on SVI Media and the SVI Sports Network.
Haycock finally gets it into Miller. Miller inside to Nelson out top. Haycock free on the way with the hand in her face. No good, but Miller will secure the rebound. She goes to Ward. Ward with the putback. And the Dragons cut it to an 11-point game. Baby with the ball in the backcourt. Double teamed, but she gets it up ahead. Haycock will actually steal it away. Now to Ward. Ward gets the layup with the left hand. It's down to a 9-point game. Wells gets it in the front court to Alleman. Alleman will slow it down, and the Bears will take time off the clock and look to get a bucket late in the shot clock or draw a foul. Alleman with it, 20 seconds on the shot clock. She throws it away. Miller just steps right in front of the pass. Miller goes the other way, gets the layup, and it's a 7-point game.
It's exactly what you don't want to let happen. Bears have got to stay vigilant with the ball.
Alleman's going to lob it to Crockett. Crockett loses it, but goes right to Wells, who gets the layup. So the lead back to 9. Minute 35 left as Haycock gets the ball into the front court. She'll go back to Ward straight away. Ward dribbles into a 3. Off the backboard and in. And that's a Phillips 66 USA 3-point shot. And this is the closest that the Malad Dragons have been since 6-0. And Bamey with it. And Bamey will go cross court to Skinner. Bears running clock. And Skinner gets it to Alleman. Alleman drives the lane.
Great move.
Scoop shot, but no good. Jones with the rebound. 1 minute left in the game. And here come the Dragons with the ball and a chance to cut further into this lead. Nelson with it on the foul line.
Nelson had the shot there.
Ward for 3 again. No good this time. Rebound goes to Alleman. We're under a minute left. 45 seconds. And Ward is going to foul Bamey in the backcourt.
Her third.
So Bamey will go to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. A 30-second timeout taken by Bear Lake. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. We have very competent and successful providers that provide the best care possible. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. As a hospital, we're really proud of what we are able to provide. It's an all-encompassing department that is very, very much needed.
High school sports coverage lives here on the SVI Sports Network. Let's get back to the game.
So they did not call a foul. Bears got a timeout before the foul call. Now a foul
Now she
called.
got it. That's her third.
If you're the Malad Dragons, you would have preferred the foul before that timeout because that took another several seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
And the exact same result, just a different shooter at the line instead of Bamey. It is Wells at the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. And Wells makes the first. That pushes it back to a 3-possession game. So that's a big one. Lead is back to 7. 3 possessions now is what Malad needs. They got to score 3 times without the Bears scoring if they're going to come back in this game. And it's an 8-point game now. Haycock will push it quickly in the front court. She'll go to Jones. Deep 3 from Jones. No good. Rebound is taken by Haycock. Nice little scoop shot is good. Bamey is being double teamed. She'll dribble through the double team and into the front court. And now she'll go to Crockett inside to Wells. Wells back out top to Bamey. Now to Skinner. Now to Alleman to Bamey. And finally the foul.
Ward picking up her 4th.
And way too much time comes off the clock right now if you're Malad. I don't know if they were looking to try to find the right person to foul. They had some opportunities and did not get the foul. So that'll send Bamey back to the Southeast Idaho Steel foul line. She can push it right back to a 3-possession game, which would ultimately end it, and she does. 7-point game with 9.8 seconds left. So even if Malad comes right down the court and scores, they can't stop the clock. The Bears wouldn't even need to inbound it. And the rebound, Ward is going to come down. She shoots the long 3, misses it. It'll be Bears ball out of bounds with 2.6 seconds left. She tried to really force that one. She was just inside half court when she checked it up. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. And Wells will get it inbounds to Crockett. And they tried to steal it from her. She just holds it. Bears win by 7, 57-20. Bears led it buzzer to buzzer. They never trailed. They led by as many as 14. The closest that the Malad Dragons ever got was 6 right there at the end. And the Bears win it by 7, 57-50 to revenge last week's loss on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake hands Malad their first loss on the season.
That's a big game for Bear Lake. Look good on the Max Preps rankings as the season goes on. Let's just do a quick recap. Give us who scored for the Dragons. And actually, before we do that, Coach Wells coming up here and putting on the headset. Last night, Coach, I mentioned it would be a lot different game tonight. Last night, you coasted kind of to an easy win. Tonight, this was a dogfight. You jumped out to that early big lead and then held on.
Yeah, that is one heck of a team. I think they're ranked like 4th in the state over everybody, and they deserve it. They can shoot. They play good defense. It's a battle. It's fun to play games like this.
Yeah, they're tenacious. They get after it on both ends of the court. And shout out to your girls. They handled the pressure well. They kept their heads and come away with a big win.
Yeah, we needed this one kind of start building towards something. And they came and battled and fought, and they did a great job.
I got to give Malad a little bit of credit. You had the lead 14-0 in the first quarter. It would have been easier for them to fold, and they never stopped fighting. But in the end, your girls did just enough and came away with the 7-point victory.
Yep, I've known their coach and that team since 6th grade. They've never quit once. Today would have been the first, and they sure didn't. They came and battled. So
yeah, tenacious. So tomorrow, Firth coming to town. 3 games in 3 nights, but Firth should be probably a little bit closer to what last night was. You got the win up in Firth last week.
Yeah, we did. You never know. They probably have a little vengeance on their mind and ready to come, so we better show up ready to play.
And no C team game. Want to remind everybody that Firth called us today, said they don't have enough players to even play the half of the C team. So just a JV starting at 6 and varsity at 7:30. The Firth Cougars coming to town, and good luck with that, Coach. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks. Appreciate you guys. See ya.
That's Coach Ken Wells on the post-game show, and congratulations to him. That was a huge victory.
Huge win for the Bears.
Yeah.
It's going to help their ranking. It won't hurt Malad's ranking.
Bears have a great ranking as well. And you lose to a team, you split with this game is a good split for both teams. It's going to help both. And just very fun game to watch. Like he said, there's no quit in these Dragons. They played a great game, and grateful as a Bears fan for the Bears to come away with the victory, though. And give us these stats. Final, who scored for the Dragons?
All right. Leading the Dragons, it was Ward with 15, followed by Jones with 12, Keach with 12. Miller had 4 for Haycock, 2 for Nelson, 1 for Van Bieber. Everyone that played scored for the Malad Dragons tonight. They were 40% overall. That's very unofficial, as we did have some technical issues to start the game.
For sure.
16 out of 30 from the 2-point range, which is 53%, 4 out of 20, 20% from the 3-point line. And they were 54% from the foul line, 6 out of 11. For the Bear Lake Bears, Wells finished with 17, Skinner with 13, followed by Humphreys with 7, 4 for Crockett, 4 for Hunter, 3 for Alleman, 3 for Bamey, and 6 for Walker. They shot 40% overall, 14 out of 35, which is 40% from the 2-point range, 5 out of 12, 41% from the 3-point, and 14 out of 22, which is 63% from the foul line.
The good stat for me there was the 3-point shooting. Bears were improved
so much better.
Last night they struggled from the 3-point line. Tonight the ball was falling for him, especially early for Skinner, which was good to see her get her shot back.
Yep. In fact, she was I'm looking at the wrong stat. She was actually 33% from the 3-point range, but she hit those 2 right off the bat. Bam, bam.
I'll take 33% in a high school game is not bad 3-point shooting. So that's a good night for Skinner.
Yep. All right. Bears outscored the Dragons 19-9 in the first quarter. It was the Dragons over the Bears in the second quarter, 11-10. The third quarter goes to the Bears 15-14, and the fourth quarter to the Dragons 16-13. You can't get any more even than that. The Bears end up winning, however, 57-50.
What a game. And I'm just going to call the player of the game. I think you'll agree with me. It's Hallie Wells.
Yeah.
She had an excellent night. She had 17 points to lead all scorers like she did last night, but her rebounding, her shot blocking, and her physicality.
Yep.
She was getting hammered.
Yeah.
And I will say both ends of the court. Malad can argue they were getting hammered too. So I'm not going to say that it was one way or another.
No.
So I'm not criticizing
the officiating. Physical.
Yeah, I want to make sure you understand. I'm not criticizing the officiating at all. But Wells, nothing was easy tonight, and she fought through it. She played through it. She kept hustling. She kept fighting, and she played an excellent game.
Yep.
A great team effort all around. I want to give a shout out to Walker, who had a couple threes off the bench in the first half that were crucial. And I think Humphreys had a great game off the bench. Her
Absolutely.
7 points were mostly at the foul line, and they were crucial in big moments. So good game for Humphreys as well off the bench.
Yep.
So
Crockett had a good night as well. Lots of rebounds and assists for Crockett. So she had a great night.
Crockett and Alleman are very similar in that
Yes.
they affect the game in ways that don't show up on the stat sheet.
You have to be here to see it.
Yeah, they tip the ball a lot. They affect shots. They affect passes. They're in passing lanes that, you see the girl dribble, she gets ready to make the pass, and all of a sudden it's not available because either Crockett or Alleman has stepped in the lane. And so they do a fantastic job in ways that don't affect the stat sheet. They are definitely crucial to this team. And then Bamey, when they turned up the pressure in that fourth quarter, trying to fight back into this game, give Bamey a ton of credit as the primary ball handler to fight through that. And basically that was essential in the game, the Bears pulling out the victory. But player of the game, hands down, Hallie Wells.
Double for Hallie Wells again tonight. 17 points, 12 rebounds. Just a great night for her.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank you to Zach in the studio doing the producing from Star Valley. It's Willow out of the radio station, the one, the only man, Johnny on the spot, our cameraman who had to go retrieve a camera during the first quarter because the one was broken.
Thank
Ray Henry. If
you've got any kind of gift card you want to get rid of, Ray deserves it tonight.
Yeah, he does a fantastic job. And for everybody else on the SVI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier
and Jared Hillier saying good night, everybody.